Hiya, nice to see you again.
Really? Please don't do the sign. Please, I just need some work. Oh God, anyone!
I hate putting Mary Kelly on the back.
Right, let's talk about Albion PMC, the only British organisation to successfully oppress more of the developing world than the British government, led by Nigel Cass, a man the partisan media calls a charismatic visionary, and Amnesty International calls a war criminal. Albion was given the key to the city to re-establish order following the bombings.
Which is very suspicious.
It is. So that's two reasons why we need to find an angle on Cass.
We've found one. His name, Hamish Balaji. Born in London, Balaji was a recipient of the Cass Foundation Technical Scholarship at 14, which included a mentorship with Cass himself. At 16, Balaji designed Cass's first drone fleet. Fun fact, Cass delayed the launch by a week so it would land on Balaji's birthday.
Cass sounds like Balaji's second dad. Why would he help us?
They had a falling out after an incident in the Niger Delta 3 years ago. A buried human rights investigation accuses Cass of ordering a drone fleet to wipe out a village protesting the construction of a pipeline, but the drones malfunctioned before they could. Balaji is named as the likely saboteur. He's been on the run ever since, but now tracking data shows he's reappeared in London.
Shit, he's looking for redemption like with the protesters. This guy designed Cass's drone fleet. I think he's trying to disarm Albion.
He covers his tracks well, but that's a good guess. Unfortunately, according to this Albion intelligence report intercepted by our friend Caitlin Lau, Cass knows Balaji's in London as well. So, that's the op. Make contact with Balaji before Albion finds him. Then convince him we have a mutual enemy in Cass.
So this guy's our best chance to stop Albion and clear our names. And the largest private army on Earth wants him dead. No pressure.
It took some doing, but I've narrowed down the area where we're most... Balaji has been snooping into Albion's affairs. Quietly, of course, but I've been able to determine that most of his activity stems from this area.
Okay, let's get introduced.
Not so fast. Hamish isn't in, according to his home security. And before you get ideas, he's rigged his front door to a series of traps designed to delete all of his data and then your life. Not necessarily in that order.
He must have some sort of paranoia disorder.
To be fair, you are an armed insurgent trying to break into his flat. Anyway, you should be able to connect to the local grid and use security cameras to disarm his traps.
Right, got it.
Let me finish. Right. Yes, to the kitchen on the right hand. Yeah, of course. Of course.
I believe the main interface is on the rooftop.
Could I use the windows up there as an access point?
Sure, if you can get there. 3 options here. 1, use the window washing platform. 2, find a cargo drone. 3, give up, go home, and resolve to be a better person.
I'm on it.
Due to an ongoing Albion investigation.
Oh yeah. 6. Bloody piece of junk.
I'm honestly kind of impressed with just how many traps he's got set up in here.
You could force the traps to unlock by rewiring the power.
I'm on it.
Welcome to Claire and Present Danger, and welcome to Fascist London. Don't let that boot on the back of your neck disturb you. In time, you'll barely feel it. We have to wake up, people. If there was a playbook for setting up a totalitarian police state, Albion would be most of the way through it and working on the epilogue. They certainly took advantage of the fallout from the bombings, didn't they? Preyed on the fears of the city government, too. They were only too happy to hand Nigel Cass the keys to the city. Wash their hands to the whole mess. The collar will only get tighter now, friends, unless we do something. We can't wait for someone else to fight back. We are the change.
The traps are disarmed. Now, if you go through the front door of the flat, it's much less likely you'll be killed.
Hello again. Hope you're having a good day. It's simple maths. The cost of living goes up and income goes down. You have a problem. This city still thinks of themselves.
Move one more muscle, Chief, and I'll blow the whole place with you in it.
Okay, let's calm down and talk.
Who the fuck are you? And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Albion doesn't take resistance fighters.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You done?
Wait, stop! Albion knows your location. You have to run. Now!
Fuck me. You're telling the truth, aren't you? Fucking hell, thought I was careful. Fucking idiot, Amish. Look, Cass is worse than you know.
Yes, we already know this. Come on, why else would I come here otherwise?
Maybe, because Nigel Cass is paying you. That's how fucking mercs work.
Listen, we want your help. Cass is no friend of ours. He tried to end us and he had a hand in the bombings.
Mate, you don't know shit. You have no idea what Cass is and what... Move! Fuck! An Albion squad's closing in on you. I guess you weren't lying about that part. Fuck, think. Shit, fine. You table it. I'll buy you some time. Just go. No!
Move it!
Shit!
Don't just stand there. Albion won't be fussy about who they shoot. Received. Mobilizing now. Out.
Control. Officer needs an ambulance. Civilian is armed. Approach with caution.
Run to cover!
Hostile target.
We have a grenade! Control, we are pursuing the suspect.
Hostile target.
No sign of the target. Over. We are inbound. Stand by.
Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
that excitement convinced our new friend Hamish that we need to work together to tackle Cass. He's willing to cooperate.
All right, Chief. That was a pretty slick escape. I believe you. So I'll say this. Nigel is planning something, and I don't think I could stop him on my own. If DedSec's everything I've heard, you'll help me.
We can help each other. There's a chance Cass had something to do with the bombings. What could he be planning that's worse than that?
No, that's not like him. Well, not exactly. See, Nigel's got to see himself as the hero. He's an arrogant twat, but he's not a cynic. Every place we go into, we would have some mad plan to fix all his problems. With robot police or automated crop fertilizer and some shit. Society was a technical problem. And people are just bugs in the software, you know? You work around them or you squash them. Sorry, Chief. I gotta switch proxy servers so they don't trace me. I'll hit you right back on voice. Listen, I've got an inside man, right? A contact in Albion. Says Nigel's got this big meeting happening at White Tower. He'll be talking about a major project he's got planned for London.
Working on an upgrade of his private police state? Brilliant. Does this prick ever take a day off? Whatever he's up to, we need eyes on that meeting.
I've always wanted to be in on a caper. Okay, first things first. We'll need eyes on the impregnable target, so off you go. I'll crack on with assembling the right personnel to round out this ragtag bunch of misfits.
Ah, shit. Albion cybersecurity sniffing my proxy IP. Must have traced the detonator signal. I've got to deal with this.
Tower of London security is very tight. It'll be almost impossible to get in.
I like to help, fam, but Nigel's caught a whiff now. With all the CTOS cameras, it'd take him less than 5 to ID me. I ain't risking my pretty face.
We need an Albion insider for our caper, one who's willing to turn coat. I've reached out to a contact who works in a nearby pub. Where better to find a bleakly disillusioned anti-hero numbing their conscience with drink, but secretly desperate for redemption. I've let our contact know what we're in the market.
Hello.
You lot certainly know how to pick your target.
We have an Albion operative on our roster. Should let them know they're needed. We're aware of... Albion employee who might be approachable.
How are we going to turn someone from Albion without a thorough investigation?
What? Brilliant!
Together we are strong! Together we are strong! Yeah.
Well, hello there. Not now, sorry. Have to go train. You can't intimidate me.
What can you tell me on these girl bags?
Looks like she's a
Big bricks, small dicks.
I'm sorry, dear.
The enforcer we're after is here, currently enforcing some poor bastard's head into the pavement.
You don't need to do this.
That's them there.
Shut the fuck up.
There. Who says violence never solves anything? Now scarp her or they'll kill you for sure. Now she owes us. I'm impressed. That wasn't a total disaster.
We did a good job.
Don't break out the tiny party hats just yet. We might have bought our boxers some time, but once Clan Kelly finds out what happened, they'll almost certainly want revenge. Suggest you warn her.
I'm on my way.
That's the word for this. Nice music. Tell us that. What's that bloody racket? Did you compose that? It's sick. Now you've got great taste. I don't know what this is, but it is fucking brilliant. Fucking people.
You might want to hurry. I'm detecting some Clan Kelly movement in the area.
Hello. I'm afraid your fighting has put you in danger.
What do you mean?
Clan Kelly is upset that
Enemies incoming. That's pretty much the opposite of what our prospect would have wanted. Oh well. We're aware of an Albion employee who might be approachable.